All right, so some exciting news. Alex just got back last week from the World of Coffee in San Diego.
I did.
Definitely FOMO for me because I didn't get to go, but somebody's got to work. I just know when you came back, you were really excited. You had a lot of cool things. One of the things that you're going to go over today, I was probably most excited about when you explained to me, outside of the amazing coffee that you brought back. But we're going to go over the Acaia Horizon. But first is a little bit about yourself and kind of your experience in San Diego and everything that I missed out on.
All right. Well, you didn't miss out on too much, but
I don't know. I saw the pictures.
Yeah,
like,
you may
it
have
looks
missed
like
out
I
a
missed
little.
out.
All right. Hi, guys. My name's Alex Park. I'm an aspiring barista from Columbia, South Carolina. And the trip to San Diego was, I'm sorry, Lance, but it was amazing. I got to meet a lot of people from around the world, right? I got to see a lot of innovation, a lot of gadgets such as a Horizon that's not even been released yet. And honestly, it was so fun. I got to try a lot of coffee. I got to watch the World Latte Championship happen, and it was an absolute blast. But
just rub it in my face.
Today, we're not talking about the trip, right? We're going to be talking about something I saw on the trip, right? And that is the Acaia Horizon. To my knowledge, I'm one of the first ever people to buy this product. I don't think that anyone in the world has this product besides me. I know in the United States, I'm one of the first because when I was told and went to the booth at 10:30, because the gates open at 10, and on the second day at San Diego, right? I ran right to the Acaia booth and I was like, hey, let me get this, right?
So you stalked the Acaia booth or camped out to make sure you had this.
Did.
Okay, so this has to be amazing.
And it is amazing because what it does is, right, it's one of the first ever sensory enhancement devices I ever really came across. You have things such as your WDT tools for espresso, right, that really help product distribution, right? But for pour overs, this is one of the devices that I think this is almost like the equivalent in a way to WDT, but for pour overs. And honestly, what it does is it's really, really cool. It creates a low pressure environment inside your cup that takes out all the unwanted compounds and aromas, such as your oxygen, right? That causes oxidation, right? When they interact with the compound molecules inside your cup, and it flattens your cup over time. There's a point where oxidation is actually good for your cup after you brewed it, right? It opens up that cup, it gets those notes out, but then after that peak, right, which happens for maybe like 2 seconds or 3 seconds, it just shoots back down, right? It starts getting bad, right? It starts getting dull, flat, and we don't want that, right, when we drink our coffee.
Well, one of the things, first of all, so everything that you described, now you got to break it down for me. What made it sound cool when you described it is that, obviously coffee is a very sensory experience, and you get to use your sense of taste, smell. I think for me at least, the smell is probably the one that I gloss over the most. So when you told me that this helps enhance the aromatic experience, the sense of smell, because I always go back to, we have a coffee DAC from Amsterdam,
right?
And this is a cream donut, and it's a cherry cordial, so it's a chocolate covered cherry, and it smells just like how it tastes. So if this tool helps you enhance the sense of smell, which then you'll probably taste once you brew the cup, I'm all in. So that's what got me curious when you told me you brought it back. So how does it work though?
So how it works is what you do is you get this puck-looking thing, you place it on top of your cup, and then you turn it on, right? It creates like Acaia, and then press it says start. And what you do is you make sure it's actually centered on your cup. For Acaia, they actually make cups for like this, but you can also just use any cup that is smaller than the diameter of this puck, right? So you just place it on top, and then you press start. And what it does is, what does it say, Lance?
It's depressurizing,
right?
And you can hear it too. So I guess it's just sucking out the air,
it's trying
oxygen.
It's trying to get air sealed right now. It's just trying to be the cup right, and it's just trying to create a low pressure environment. And now what it's doing?
So clock started, and so are we waiting? Is there a certain sweet spot that we need to wait to?
Yes. So when I was at San Diego at the booth, right, they told me around 1 to 2 minutes. I've only experienced with around 1 minute to 1 minute 10, but I'm probably going to explore more within that. But
I will say this, because we got about 30 seconds. The build quality of it is phenomenal. It's like everything that you would expect from Acaia. And Alex, I live vicariously through him because he's got the Acaia Orbit.
I do.
And you also have the
Acaia
Pearl.
Guy. So I have the Acaia, I have the Orbit, I have the Pearl S, I have 2 Pearl S's. I have now I have the Acaia Horizon.
Yep.
And
so the build quality is it's phenomenal.
Yes, they never let me down.
it's very luxury. It's nothing cheap. It's not plastic on it.
It's very much so metal.
So now it's coming up to a minute. So now what?
So what we're doing is we then hold down, right? It says release.
Yeah.
And when we can hear, right, all the air come back in, and it's releasing, it's creating that environment again that was prior to creating the low pressure environment. So now we'll just twist, pop open. And ideally, right, ideally what we'll do is you would also then take your, drink your coffee. And this is not a hot cup. This is probably a bit more, we brewed it around 5 minutes ago, so it's definitely cooled down, but when we...
Cold brew.
Cold brew, sure. Now, maybe now it's cold brew.
It's a cold brew. No, but I don't know if we can, yeah. So now, once you take this off, it enhances the aromatics of it. So now when you taste it, it should be a cleaner cup?
It should be, so that depends, right? It depends on a lot of different, it depends on the bean, right? And how you brew it. But I will say, I did brew it with the Prodigals coffee. This is their cup of excellence in 2025. And I've brewed this coffee around 17 times now. I bought 2 of these. So they come in boxes when you purchase this, and I bought 2 boxes. I ran out of the first bag, and this bag is around maybe like, give or take 50 grams now. So, or about maybe a little bit more than 50
You're going
grams.
through it. Let me see it. So this one is the
Rinconada. There we
go.
go.
Apricot, orange, and vanilla. So that sounds amazing. It's Peru.
Yes.
It's the anaerobic washed geisha. So this sounds amazing. So I would want that orange.
The orange blossom.
Orange to really pop out from an aromatic standpoint, because that's the note I would want. So this is Prodigal. Amazing coffee. So what is your thoughts on this?
So when I drink this coffee, I make it a certain way. I've dialed in the recipe to my liking, right? I like that. And the way I brew it, and then when I'm done brewing it, I get a lot of that apricot note up front. That vanilla note is kind of a note that you taste throughout the whole entire coffee. And then at the end though, I do get that orange blossom. And it is very much so a aromatic note. And
it's more pronounced.
It's way more pronounced.
Using the
yes,
Horizon.
When I used it prior to using it with the Horizon, that orange blossom note was not as prominent, not as dominant. The apricot, it was more of a apricot almost tasting or smelling coffee. But then when I used it at Acaia Horizon, it became way more, that orange blossom became way more prominent. And honestly, I actually kind of do like it. It's something that I do quite enjoy now.
Okay, so then here is the question.
Right.
This is a question that everybody wants to know. A couple questions.
Yes.
For one, I saw what it, on their website. What does it retail for? What is this going to cost us?
So what it retails for is around $195. And before we even think about before we even say no, right? Yes, let's start thinking about where we stand within, do we need to buy it or not? For people like me, right, who brew up to like maybe 8 cups of coffee a day, who love the ritual and love that every single moment and experience of brewing, right? I love sharing those moments with people, your friends, and honestly, just reliving some things. When you drink cups of coffee, at least for me, right, I do experience memories, right, that I maybe not have experienced in a long time. It brings back things that, I don't know, it's just a taste palate thing, so taste and memory thing. And I do think with this device, it does enhance that. It just brings out more flavors.
So you would buy it again?
I would definitely buy it again. I think this is 100% worth it.
Would you recommend it to the average person who just enjoys making pour-overs for themselves? Is it enough to make a difference? Because I'm someone who chases incremental gain. So if it's a new tool or toy, I want it. $200 is a different story. It's not saying I wouldn't do it.
Right.
But would I pull it out every single day when I'm making pour-overs for my wife and I? That's the question.
Right. And I do think that, that depends on who you are, right? I feel like it depends on the question of you pulling it out every day, right? For you and your wife, that's up to you. But I do think that this device, if you're at a stage where you just want good coffee, right? And you just want, especially coffee is already good coffee, right? But do we really want this coffee to be, to what extent, right? Are you willing to spend that much money on coffee? This is like 3 origamis, 10 V60s. It's a lot. $200 is a lot of money to put towards
But if if you're trying to have the best cup of coffee that you can have, and look, here's the thing: some of these coffees are rare. This is an award-winning coffee from Prodigal. You kind of want it to be special every time you drink it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So if you're investing and you really have some special coffees, then maybe you're pulling it out for special times.
Yes.
So I can see that.
And
I can see. So would you advise people? Would you do it again? Would you buy it?
Me personally, as where I stand within my coffee journey, I would buy it again.
Okay.
But I don't know about, and that's me personally. I do, and I want you guys to know this right now. There is, for me at least, for this coffee right here, for me, right, the way I brew it, there is a night and day difference in what I taste and smell. For the people back home, right, if you have this coffee and you end up getting this, let me know, right, how you guys feel about the two different cups. I'm excited to actually try this with a co-ferment.
Yeah, well, now that will be interesting.
That's gonna be really interesting because most of the co-ferments I have at home are very fruity.
The brandy wine blueberry will probably
yeah. So the brandy one, yeah, that would be really crazy.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Honestly, I might do that when I get home.
Do it when you get home because there's never enough coffee. Always caffeinated.
Yeah.
So we're going to carry this at Kick Ave Coffee Supply. This is where we're filming today, Columbia, South Carolina.
If you're ever near us, come check us out.
Come check us out.
We have a wall behind us dedicated to some of the best coffee in the world.
Yep.
We change this wall every week. It's always constantly changing because we're always finding better stuff to put on the wall.
And bringing in like cool tools that's going to enhance your experience to make you a world-class barista at home is it's kind of what we're doing. And also, we're not sponsored by Acaia. I'm just saying, I think maybe you should. Alex, you know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there. But I think this is something we'll bring in. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think it's worth a $200 price tag? Are you curious about it? Do you want to try it? Like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. See you guys later.